So, we just signed a new defensive end. That defensive end being Lawrence Guy. You might remember Lawrence Guy because he's been in the league for a very, very long time. Ironically enough, our whole age-old we don't sign veterans concept, or people over 30 years old, might have absolutely went out the window with this one. Because Lawrence Guy has been in the league for a very long time. With that being said, how old is he? He is 34 years old. Holy crap. Played some time with the Ravens, played some times with the Colts, started with Colts actually, went to New England for a very long time, and to be honest, as a replacement for BJ Hill and replacement for Sheldon Rankins makes more sense if he's out for a little bit of time. Not really BJ Hill as much because Lawrence Guy isn't really a run stuffer. He's more just like an interior pass rusher, which isn't really that bad or big of a deal at the end of the day, but still kind of interesting, you know. Again, we knew we were going to bring someone in, so I guess it shouldn't be too interesting at the end of the day. You know you're going to bring someone in, you know you're going to get someone, and hopefully they work out. Getting a veteran hopefully gives you a little bit better, you know, defensive line pressure here. Just because they know what they're doing. But overall wise, his grades have not been really that good the last 3 seasons. Actually, the last 4 seasons. He hasn't had positive grades really since 2019. Which, yeah, I'm not really too surprised by this. Again, like I said, there's nothing really wrong with him. You just bring in an old veteran and trying to see if it works out in the end. I can't really complain about that. At the end of the day, he'll be a rotation piece if anything. And looking at free agency, he might have been the best option available, in all honesty. Like, there isn't really any amazing options in free agency. We looked at it earlier today, and even with the best of the best, if you go down it, it's just like Lawrence Guy is actually a gem, and that's the insane part. Because again, like I said, I still think he's really that amazingly good. But again, like I said, you know, he could be really good and lose defense. Let's be honest. You know, this is one of those signings where it's not like a expensive signing. It's not a crazy signing. It's a signing where you're just trying to find a rotation guy. You're trying to find some depth pieces, and maybe it works out in the end. Maybe it doesn't, but you're not really losing anything by making this signing. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm okay with it. I think it's okay. I think it's not a bad signing at all. You know, if you're not going to trade for someone and you think your guy's going to come back anyway sometime soon, bring this guy in, see what he does. Maybe he helps us out in some capacity. If anything, at this point with our injuries last week, we just need bodies. Like, we just need bodies and depth at this point. Because clearly that was our problem last week was, you know, when everyone goes down with injury, what do? I mean, you don't have anybody left, right? So, and if you're not going to use Jordan Battle and run defense, you're going to need somebody, and that's where Lawrence Guy can kind of kick in. I've always known him as a defensive end / pass rusher. I haven't really ever known him as a defensive tackle. It does say right here he's been, well, last 3 years he was defensive end. He did play 1 year of his career at defensive tackle. That's why, like, when I think of him, I do not think of a guy who's going to be very successful at, you know, being a pass rusher. I mean, a run stuffer, excuse me. A pass rusher, he's okay. But as a run stuffer, he's not the guy you really think of. But, hey, if he can work out for us and lose defense, he can work out, and I'm happy. But, again, like I said, this is Lou's job now to get this guy up to speed and get this guy ready to go in our defense. Yeah, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'm ready to have all of our players back healthy and, you know, ready to go. Chris Jenkins right around the corner. McKinley Jackson right around the corner, and the rest of them too. Because at this point, it's slim pickings in free agency, and we don't have the money to go out there and trade for someone. Plus, we don't like giving up our draft picks anyway, so it would be a mess to go ahead and do that whole process. So now that we can just focus on getting healthy and focus on getting better, 2 back-to-back easy games, we can kind of relax and, you know, get ready for week 5, which obviously is the Ravens game. But they do have to come here to Cincinnati and play in the jungle, which we all know is not easy. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hoo-day!